A man had 3 sons. He gave each one of them 5 grains of rice and told them, after 5 years, I will see how much of these grains you can return back and how you have preserved them. The first one went away, threw the 5 grains of rice, and he said, after 5 years, I will purchase some grains from the market and show to my father. That time we will see. The second son took those 5 grains, kept it at the altar in his house, and was worshipping every day, offering all kinds of auspicious substances and worship. The third son took the 5 grains, planted those 5 grains after cultivating and tilling the soil. He was irrigating them, fertilizing them, taking good care of them. He had one set of crops, second set of crops, third set of crops. He increased the quantum of the grains because with every time the crops were growing, he was getting newer and more grains. And in this way he was investing and reinvesting. And ultimately at the end of 5 years, when the 3 sons came in front of the father could very clearly see that only the third son has really utilized the assets he has given him, because he has converted those 5 grains into a huge plantation of rice paddy crops. Each one of us have senses. How we use those senses is a challenge which is given by the Lord to us. One who is an impersonalist, he denies the use of the senses and he feels that any contact with the sense objects will create trouble. They are known as the Gyanis, or those who are on the path of knowledge and impersonalism. Then there are those who are in the path of action and who want to enjoy, and they really worship their senses, they pamper their senses, and they feel that the more pleasure the senses get in contact with the sense objects, the more they will get pleasure. But the real essence of all of this is to understand that the senses must be used in the service of the Lord. And this is like the third son who planted and cultivated, and that cultivation resulted in the growth in the number of seeds. Similarly, Srila Rupa Goswami says, Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavratam anukulena Krishna anushilanam bhaktiruttama. Anushilanam means cultivation, but cultivation of a process following in the footsteps of great souls from the past. And when, without any extraneous desires, we engage our senses to try to fulfill the desires of the senses of the Lord, Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. This kind of service is ultimately called devotion or bhakti. Let us try to engross our consciousness in such a process and practice of devotion and actually experience the full benefit of the growth of the seeds into plants.